see how they treat me. 1 minute you need me to leave, the next minute you need me. Life, it ain't easy. Told them I would and I did it, and now they believe me. I started doubting myself. Look for help, but nobody will help. Times I thought about out of myself, out of my mind, out of my body. The things that I felt, now I'm getting it back. Have emotion, ain't getting attached. It's just different, the difference is that the lie that you told was admitting it's facts. Now listen.
What's up, world? We at the Live to Be Legendary podcast. It's your boy Fresh the Legend. Look at my co-host Sco. We made it, y'all, because my next guest, he is everywhere and you ain't never there. See around you, you doing something great because everything he's around is amazing. Listen, this guy is legendary in the streets, legendary in the athletic world, legendary in the industry, legendary guy, popping before the internet. I can't wait to hear his story. He deserves to be here. Get up, y'all, for Simon One Punch Carr.
And I be trying to hide my eyes cause my eyes go up automatically. Like, cause I can read through the bullshit. I'm looking at these niggas and I'm like, yo, you know, like, so I don't even tell people that I box, right? Because every time you box, right, that's like being in the room with Floyd and all of them, right? And that's an insult when you're a fighter, you like, man, I used to box and, you know, my mom told me, you know, stop the boxing or, you know what I mean, my hands was licensed. The fighter gonna look at you like this, like,
right.
You know, cause I try to shy away. But these is like, for me really to tint all the bullshit. Because it's like, I'm looking through it. And that's where we go. I'm jumping back and forth to really expound on the fact of the groundwork.
Right. No, listen, you on it. This is great. So let's add on to this. So how do you feel about the culture right now as far as like your era to where it's at now to where it's going, even knowing me, and also just the state of where we at in hip hop and what do you think is about to happen?
That's a great comparison.
Because I just feel like we're not getting we're getting the light, but not the actual aid. But that's because but now we're just aiding ourselves. We're formulating, we're unifying, aiding ourselves because all we got is ourselves, it seems like.
You're right. It goes back to the foundation, and that's really housing ourselves.
Right.
Right? Most black men grew up in a household with only one or with a single parent home.
Yeah, most usually the mom.
They always had a big mama. That's why we always went to grandma's house. Mom was trying. She worked, and then we got out in the street. All of my homies come from single parent household. So we was the big brothers, you know what I mean? We was the father figures. Dudes I look up to, they was the ones that was able to check me. And when people say, yo, Punch, who's the people, when I look at the people that I really respect and look up to, Iron Mike, Bobby Brown, Allen Iverson, Joey Molino, Beanie Sigel, all of us came from single parent households. And they the ones that we respect one another. You say, yo, who the people? And all these people I'm around. I'm talking about I got real relationships with them.
Right.
I don't even put the pictures up and all that. There was no photo ops. See, when they started playing, the internet was so crazy in the beginning, right? That's why I said it gave people a voice. When you start putting up pictures and they can't even fathom that because we came from the same neighborhood. How are you in a room with Janet Jackson? How are we in a room with Allen Iverson? And he grew up with me.
Nipsey Hussle.
Right? Nipsey Hussle. Didn't I introduce you to Black Sam?
Yes, you did.
That was me, right?
That was you.
Didn't I take the picture with you and Black Sam?
You brought me right to him.
I took you right to him, right?
Yes, you did.
The fast forward of the internet, when you started, when the first internet, when Instagram first put up, or Facebook first put up, you put the pictures up there, and the dudes couldn't understand that, right? When they gave you that first 15 seconds and start going live and doing videos, That was like water in their veins because they couldn't understand it. They was like, damn, he don't really know them. He just taking a picture. That's a photo op. It's Photoshop. You see what I'm saying? So now when you go live or you do the video, oh, leave that nigga alone. He too dangerous. He too dangerous. Now you don't play those games.
And you know he's different than others because like I'll see a Kiss and it's like, yo, Kiss, what's up? And it'd be like, all right, Kiss adapt me because he see me with them. When he see Kiss, man, it's personal space, but it's good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a relationship. Like, that's how I peeped about you. I'm like, yo, they really know him. Like, they really, it's a difference. It's a difference between my picture and your picture. My picture is still phased in. His picture is it's not even a picture. It's a live video conversation. It's real momentum.
And so even with that, you still try to water it down and play those games, right? So let's go all the way back. When you strip everything, and it's just Simon or regular Simon,
Right.
I'm gonna do a background search when you doing background and back history. Remember the Clam Bar that they had between Pat's and Geno's Steaks? My picture hung up in there. My picture hung up in Pat's and Geno's in the early 90s when everybody was there. The Clam Bar was the fact of the place where, in correlation to, if you look at Paid in Full, where everybody pulled up and everybody was standing outside and they had all the Benzes and BMWs and all the bosses and everything came through, that was on 9th and Passyunk Avenue. 30 feet away from my boxing gym. I've been telling you the Italians knew me all my life.
He even got a sandwich in Skinny Joe's.
I have a sim. We're gonna get into all that. The Clam Bar, my picture hung up in there. So all the niggas that was getting money, they had to see me. So you can't tell me about being there. I was there then. I just seen probably like 3 months ago, Philly's Most Wanted, Mr. Man, and he said, man, Punch, I can't forget. And during the time when Pharrell and was coming to Philadelphia in Eclipse, they were running around with Philly's Most Wanted. He brought Pusher to the Clam Bar. And he said, man, that's my man, One Punch. That's how the relationship built. And then where they at, on their second level, they just performed at the Vatican. So what are you saying? What are we talking about here? That's why when I be breaking these things down, I'm like, yo, we can't have these conversations. This is disrespectful to, bro, like, what are we talking about here? Are we talking about practice or we talking about practice, nigga? Y'all niggas is playing.
Right.
I'm really shooting in the gym.
Right.
All right, and fast forward. That was me at the Clam Bar. Also, I had a picture that was hanging in City Blue in the gallery, nigga. So all them niggas that was getting money and they went and they had the 25 off 100 and they was going up there, not the regular City Blue, the City Blue on the 3rd floor up the top. When you took the second elevator in the gallery. When y'all thought y'all was getting outside. The 3rd floor in the gallery was the corner. They had the Dr. Denim, the Foot Locker, and the City Blue. If you know, you know.
Right.
My picture hung up in there for over 20 years. You wanna know why? Because when I came home from prison and they took me to get my clothes, I went in there. Owner said, dropped and started crying. I remember you coming up in here. I remember you went to jail. Get whatever you want. No, that's all right, Poppy. We got money. No, your money's no good here. Give him whatever he want. Can you say that?
No. Not at all.
Can you say that? Over a month ago, I just ran into Music Soul Child. Music said, man, I used to tell people that I was your brother. Me and Music looked alike. And Music used to sing in the gallery. Subsequently,
Good word.
Boys and Men used to sing in the gallery. I was seeing them every day. My aunt ran the gallery. The first woman that operated the gallery mall. She gave me my working papers. Velma Ray, my cousin Ty's mother. So I'm in the gallery every day when we leave in school. I'm going up to the gallery. That was the hangout, the food court.
That was the food. Absolutely.
Bro, Nate Morrison lived on Cater Street between 20th and 21st in Cater. He had to walk past me every day because they was Creative and Performing Arts was doing 12th and Fitzwater.
What about Black Thought?
Black Thought lived on, Malik B lived on Wilders, Buckingham Street, Bonzel. He used to spray paint with my cousins. He been in my house all my life.
Black Thought?
Black Thought lived on Ophir Street. We're all in that same area. Beanie Sigel lived across the street from me. What are you talking about? 10th grade, I went to live with my cousins, on Mifflin Street. Beans lived across the street. My grandmama and Beans' grandmother was best friends. Ask Mac. My grandmama and Mac's grandmother was best friends. I lived directly across the street from Beanie Sigel.
You ever meet Jay-Z?
What? Bro, when I got home from prison, my first professional fight, Beans walked me to the ring. Allen Iverson came to the fight. They had a double. I had a first round knockout. B-Hop was ringside. Everybody in the city came to my professional fight. This was subsequently the night that they had, ever in history, a triple-double overtime. The Lakers versus the Sixers. They went into double overtime.
Your memory is amazing.
Because it's all going in my book, dog. Iverson like, yo, he playing on the court, I gotta get the one punch fight. Kobe like, I'm trying to go up there too. It's history.
Damn.
You can trace it back. It ain't no cap in this rap, my nigga. Where were you? That's why I said, well, where were you? Everywhere were you never there? Where they at?
Where'd Jay-Z come in this?
Before Mac got signed, I already had a relationship with Jay. I was going up to New York. When Jay came and you talk about the Deacon Roller, I'd already there because I was already in the streets. I was one of the first ones from my neighborhood that was venturing. I had a relationship with Big.
Biggie Smalls?
Biggie Smalls. Oh. I met Big 13, 14 years old. I was like 13, 14, right? I introduced Big to Jan, and Jan and Tiffany. Tiffany Lane later on became Charlie Baltimore. What are we talking about?
I don't know.
So when you talking all these games, oh man, bro, my sister, I have an older sister. She went to Catholic school. We all went to Catholic school early on. My sister went to Catholic school and she went to girls high, one of them, and they were her girlfriends. They were all girlfriends. So they called me Little Simon, right? Ask Creed what he called me. All my names has always been synonymous, always been around a bunch of women. Creek called me Punchinella, because you remember the game, Punchinella. That's what they used to call me. Punchinella in the shoe. Nigga, you talking what? When I go up to Puerto Rican land, they call me Un Puño.
Un Puño, what that mean?
One punch in Spanish.
Oh, all right then. Wow. Oh,
Girls call me Uno or Un Puño. Tiffy Bay and all of them call me the puncher. That's in correlation to one punch, bro.
Right.
So what are we talking about? Y'all, these dudes. So when I go all the way back and we talking about history, historical moments, every time I can really remember, I've been there.
And I'm so happy you came to this interview and y'all watching this because he's living life. He's a grown man. He's an OG. He living it. We all watching, trying to figure it out. Now you get the backstory of how. But he's not about to explain it to y'all. He just out here doing what he's doing.
I'm running.
Yeah.
It ain't even running no movie at this point because I'm just living. I've been living.
Right.
Eve, from Eve moment. Eve, my last day before I went to prison, I went to a party. Me and Eve was rapping. She just started rapping. Me and Eve, I'm getting ready to take Eve home.
Grandfather's Eve?
Eve.
Oh, sure.
I'm getting ready to take Eve home. They got into a fight. Somebody got into a fight. I said, hold on for a second. I'm running to my car because it's raining. I leave it in front of the building. Fucking Tommy Hill come with a drop top and say, get in. He takes her. I'm pulling up. They jump right in the car. I'm beeping the horn. I'm like, right? I'm thinking, damn. I'm ready to take her home. Nigga, the next day I go to jail. I go to jail. I go to the hole when I first go to jail. I stay in the hole over a year.
What you went to the hole for?
As soon as I get there, they know I'm dangerous. I go to the hole for over a year. When I come out to go to the population, I ain't see the TV in over 12 months. I go to population, they got a day room, they got a TV. I look up at the TV, they got BET. I'm watching BET. They got the Rough Rider video and I see Eve. Mind you, in my mind, I just seen her.
Yeah.
But it's been a year, she on TV.
Real life, yeah.
You can't make this up, bro.
This is crazy.
That's crazy.
You can't make this up, bro. Where you was at? Where y'all was at? What work you done? What background? You understand what I'm saying? We go all the way back to Meek Mills. Meek Mills gets signed, and his first time performing, he gets on a plane. Who on a plane? I'm on a plane. His first time ever performing with Ross. All-Star game in LA, right? This is 06, 07. First time on a plane. I'm on a plane. Fly out there. First time they ever performed. All the Dream Chasers, they all on the plane. I'm telling DJ Difference, you know, who you? He looking, man. I said, man, I remember you when you was a little kid. I don't know you. I said, call your mother. Ask her.
Call your mother.
Call your mother.
Call your mother's crazy.
Call your mother and ask her. Mom, it's just some dude right here. Randy, you don't know Simon. You don't remember he was there, you and your little brother. That's Simon. He used to protect you. TP, all of them on the plane. About 10 of them. Meek on a plane, and he's writing his first rhyme to perform the first time with Ross. I'm there, the first person he's seen, we go back there. Ross got all the security. Who had me and him? Me, Sue picked me up. we gonna go see Meek. Meek get ready to perform. He get ready to perform for the All-Star game. Only one let back there in his room is me. Yo, cuz he nervous. He's damn. That was me. That was One Punch. And over the years, he would have shows in Ohio, Cleveland, and all that, all over the country early on. Miami. The first person he would see is me. Because it was important to show, damn, man, when you looked out there and you see a people and you don't see no unfamiliar people, you saw one familiar face. That's what I did. Because we come from a situation, and I always tease him and say to him, bro, first time you ever signed the autograph, I was standing right there. His first signing that he had, he was up at, what's the record store on
Tower Records?
No, we had the Dream Chaser thing at the right there where Temple at on Cecil B. Moore. Okay. They had a record store, and then the second one he did up there at Black and Nobel. But what I'm saying, the backstory of the situation. Shout out to Hakeem. The backstory of it was me because we come from this environment again. We're talking about the environment. He never even looked up. He wasn't even interacting with the people because he was nervous. He never signed no autographs or anything. He signed autographs and he's like, I had to say, Meek, come on, stand here and take the picture. Oh, interact with the people because we come from this environment. It's different. What are you saying here? I'm only saying that to say the steps in correlation to I watched you grow to a superstar, superstar. Now the difference is, in the very first time I seen it, I was appreciative of that. Difference is that with Mac, with Beans, I was there before Beans even turned into Beanie Sigel. We were childhood friends. Last time he seen me, we had a basketball game. I come to the basketball game, and I got two women with me. I'm fly, I always had women, and we at 30th and Wharton. 30th and Wharton was like the Rutgers back in the day. 29th and Wharton, they had a basketball game. We come to the basketball game. Mac, Beans at the time, yo, what's up? Damn, Punch, you always fly.
Right.
I go to jail, comes Beanie Sigel.
Live to be Legendary is proudly sponsored by Philly Real Estate Services and Solutions. Are you a Philadelphia landlord in need of expert landlord-tenant services? Look no further. Philly Real Estate Services and Solutions is here to represent you in landlord-tenant court, ensuring a smooth and hassle-free experience. Give them a call at 610-235-7998. Again, the number is 610-235-7998.